With torrential rain pouring down, we are backtracking across a narrow, now muddy bridge.
All right, I like that. I feel good on that.
The worst case scenario here is simple, that the truck will slip and plunge down into the deep ditch below. Nerves are high and perfect control of the clutch is a must. Any sudden move here could be devastating. Thankfully, the truck has become hung up on the passenger side lower control arm, halting my descent.
Holy crap!
That was so scary, close.
Are you puckering a little?
Yeah, that got me. That got me pretty good. I mean, that was just the slightest bit of rise to try and get that, and then it just slicked up and slid. It's been raining for maybe 2 minutes. Amazing. I don't think I've ever smashed a brake pedal as hard into the floor as I did right there. My clutch was almost to the tire. It could have gone a lot worse. I'm glad it hasn't yet. Well, we'll get winched up here. We'll get hooked up. This is legit. Dude, these are just an ice skating right now.
While the guys work on getting the truck secured, I secure the inside by disengaging the roll-sensing airbags and secure all remaining camera gear and loose items in case the truck continues to slip.
That's a good 15, 20 foot drop down, straight down.
Yeah.
Yeah, winch. Yeah, well, Steve was just thinking the same thing. We could try that. No current dangerous.
Because we need to go that way anyway.
Coming in here, we were all focused on just getting across this bridge. We're almost at the end of the trail, and none of us were paying attention to the weather. And that's what bit us. The bridge was fine to cross. The structure's there. A little tense right now, but we're moving slow and sure. And if it looks like it's not going to work, it's not going to work, and we'll wait out till it's dry.
Bring Rufio and Apollo over here.
A plan collectively forms and all the stops are pulled so we don't lose the Tacoma. First things first, secure the truck from sliding any further. We accomplish this by pulling up Apollo and then Rufio behind him. The two forerunners are then tethered together with a tow strap for added weight when pulling on the Tacoma from Apollo's winch.
There you go. And the rain's let off, so hopefully this stuff will dry out.
Someday. This is soup.
All right. I need a D-ring shackle.
You can just see the rain coming through the trees, so we're not out of it yet.
Apollo's winch line is secured to the uphill tow point so that the Tacoma can be winched back onto the bridge. Jeff mans Apollo and Kyle secures Rufio. The old adage of slow is smooth, smooth is fast directly applies to this situation. This is not the time to be in too much of a hurry.
Right there. And then just hold your advance. Perfect. Okay, now you need to come a little past me right there and just climb nice and slow. Man, we don't want to go up there. Wait. Air dad just gives a little bit more surface area and a little bit more deflection because we're on full PSI.
With the Tacoma now squarely on the bridge, its winch line is pulled out to be secured to the downed tree directly ahead.
We're just using the winch to actually pull him and using the other winch to pull him sideways so we can keep complete absolute control on the situation. Then with the max tracks in there, keeps him from sliding sideways. So we're just about out of the clear here on this one. Little more driver!
So it appears that they've taken off the side pull line that was coming in this way. That as it moved forward, it pulled my nose forward or to the side. Now we still have the main line winch secured, but we took the side winch off of the Forerunner over here off, and we directed it to the rear so that
they got side hooks.
pick my truck up like this, and then they'll manage it from slipping with that line and pull me forward with the front winch line of the Tacoma.
Steve warns wireless winch control from behind the truck, where he has a good vantage point.
Everybody clear, Steve, you good? Okay, Clay, same thing. A little bit of brake pressure, but let me pull you up, okay? Beautiful, beautiful. How we looking?
Good.
We need to straighten him up a little bit, or is he all right? Okay. Let's hold you on that angle, Clay.
If you look here at the back tire, you can see that the winch line is holding the truck's rear from slipping.
Okay, so I'm going into gear for the first time. Brake off. Clutch. Okay, now we got to get him out. I think I'm clear.
In the real world, we'd probably have gloves and shoes and long pants on, but sometimes the real world doesn't happen. When we were stuck on a wet bridge with a downpour coming, it was just time to make it happen. There was no time to stop and put shoes on. Didn't even have time to really take a breath. We moved and made it happen.
I'm glad he's safe, and now we'll see if we can get Adrian across safely.
There you go. Just leave about a foot of room. Okay.
These are the moments we are glad to have the best gear possible. It's not the time to be wishing you had bought the best versus that Chinese knockoff that's now failed on a sketchy bridge in the rain somewhere in remote Costa Rica.
Bado's a little narrower, so we're moving the max tracks in, so he's climbing out across those the whole way through. Okay, as long as you're you good on the back, looking good on the front, bring the little driver. Beautiful, beautiful. Little more driver. Beautiful. Come hard, driver. Holding for plan. You're good. Cut, driver. Hold right there.
It's now time to pack up and keep moving. This kind of rain is only making the other trails more treacherous.
Park that one, hold roof deal forward, and get that tow strap off, and you're done.
One obstacle down, we need to go. Hopefully we get off this road sooner than later.
So all those bridges we crossed, we get to do them again. Only wet this time.
Is it all clear? All clear?
Hold on, wait for the horse.
We sent the test sample
Left.
for driver. Stop filming that little precious animal.
No one wants to see anything right now except for this pole.
Oh, kisses. Perfect. That's your line. You need to start coming a little bit driver. Right there. A little more driver. Right there. Nice and slow. Go driver for me. Right there. Hold that line. Hold that line. Okay. You're clear on mine. Good work. Move driver. Is that one give you okay, Steve? Okay, just crawl it. Just crawl it.
God! Did you hear that pop?
I heard it.
When it pops, it's like.
With the worst of the bridges behind us, we now had new challenges ahead. All those hills we came down earlier, we now have to go back up. Every rig that passes over the road here makes the surface more challenging for the next.
Okay, Jeff, plays now up. Come on, Jeff. Come on, Jeff. Good, Jeff. Nice.
Oh, nothing!
Hey, can we do another Forerunner again? That'll be okay.
No, there's plenty of hills to go here, and the next one is even more technical. One bad fishtail, and you could find yourself going for a ride off the side.
All the way down to the bottom. You got to romp on it. I mean, you got to hit it hard. You got to hit it hard all the way up the hill. You're going to be all right. There's a little bump or a little rock that looks like it's about 3/4 of the way up. Just go ahead and bridge over that, and you'll be fine.
Traction control was accidentally left on during this run, and you can see that in this situation, you don't want it. It will slow the wheels from slipping, which is what you need them to do so that the tires can clear their tread and grab more mud ahead.
Kyle, I can't tell what that rut's like.
There's a big rut that he's gonna have to hit, which I think would kill his speed.
No sweat, yeah, then just back up to the other start point. And then just see if you can't do a second start, just hold it second, and be on it. Kind of felt the hill out now, so you know it's not too bumpy. This is a one good rut section here. Here we go. Start. Gas, all gas, looking good, looking good, looking good. Stay into it, you're good, it's gonna get ruddy, stay into it. Stay into it, you're looking good. Stay into it, you got it guys, you got it, stay into it. Calm down a little bit, just crawl out, calm down, crawl out. You got it.
It also doesn't hurt to have a supercharger in this situation. Jeff is on an all-out assault on the hill. The ruts are much deeper now. That's okay, Jeff. You don't need that wheel on the ground, or that stuff in the back. The trail is now a full-on mudfest, and it's going to take every bit of skill we have to get out of here. Over the next 10 kilometers, we'll work at improving our driving skills and make many extractions as various vehicles become stuck. Max tracks and snatch straps become our saving grace.
Clear.
I'm not going to wash my clothing for the rest of the trip.
Okay, wait for everybody to clear.
As the sun works towards the western horizon, we finally make it to better road. We push late into the night, and the next day, Adrian takes us to a cool road that crosses a semi-seasonal river over 30 times.
So the trucks just got hammered yesterday, as you saw. And that was all done out of just the pace that we had to work to get out of there on time and at a decent hour. And it's real important for us, since we live out of these things, to take the time to reset them. Because we might be down the road just a little ways further and something might happen. If we're not reset in the right way, we could find ourselves in trouble because we're not prepared. B to the T.
Do they float? No.
No,
Oh,
they sink.
What?
Max tracks don't float.
Max tracks don't float.
Now go find them. Your phone's in your pocket.
Oh, I hate you.
Well, there's one. 3 more.
Ooh, kind of scratched your back.
Oh, it's magical.
I'm finally coming off.
Our time here has come to a close, and we must keep moving.
Take it easy. Thank you very much.
We say goodbye to our new friends Adrian and Herman. What hospitality, and we can't thank you guys enough for the amazing time we all had. We hope to see you again someday.
Now what, Kurt? Where are we going?
South.
2?
Well, we need to decide. We are much later, to the tune of like 2.5 hours later than we planned on starting our departure south. But it could either be a 9-10 o'clock night, or we find something in between here and there. Is everyone feeling about pulling another 8-9 o'clock? Or it could be later too, with mills and borders.
Well, why don't we put some asphalt behind us before we eat lunch?
Okay, so I think the decision is let's roll to Panama tonight. It's going to be a late night. We're going to have to push pretty hard to get down there. We're 4 hours from here to the border. We're figuring 3 hours to cross that border, exit Costa Rica, enter Panama, get all the vehicle stuff taken care of, and then maybe an hour to 2 on the Panamanian side to get to a good campsite tonight. So we got a long day, but let's just motor as far as we can. That buys us time tomorrow.
Sounds good.
All right.
Let's go places.
Kurt, anywhere possible.
You know what? You should go prepared.
I don't know where I'm going.
Entering Panama is bittersweet. It's our last border of the expedition and our final country.
All right, guys, this is our last border crossing. It's going to be a pretty standard one. Park everything in one spot for Costa Rica, we'll be able to take care of all of our getting out of Costa Rica in one building. It's the plan. We're going to hop back in the cars and drive into Panama and get the vehicles, get everyone in immigration, get your passport stamped, and then get the vehicles taken care of. And then from there, we're officially into Panama. So let's make this one of our smoothest yet, since we're all experts now, and get through the process and get down into Panama and find a place to camp.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah. Slowly.
And we're losing light, so it's going to be dark by the time we're rolling out of here.
Yeah. Yep. It's going to be a long night.
All right, boys. He wants us to roll out. How you doing?
Good to go.
Ready, let's roll.
Entering Panama was our smoothest border crossing of the expedition, and we make camp in the town of David. We set out early to attempt to reach the end of the continent at Punta Mariato by sundown. Punta Mariato is the most southern point in North America. If we can reach it, we'll be some of the very few who have ever made it down to this remote point on the map. Our good friend Scott Brady of Overland Journal reached it back in 2009, so we do know that it's possible. There are no set-up routes to this area, and we are navigating off of what we find on the map and a little gut instinct. We might just make it if nothing goes wrong. Our route takes us along the western edge of the peninsula, winding along a ridgeline. And at this point in the day, it's going to be a miracle to get there.
Well, we've made it as far as we can. I mean, obviously we can't go further because the gates are locked. Our GPS unit doesn't show a road here. Google Earth, its road ended not maybe a mile back or so, just a little track that we're on now. Of course, we're literally over that hill. Over that hill is the edge of the continent. And through this gate is the end of the continent. So hopefully somebody will come in and let us through it and let us camp over there tonight. There's a guy coming up the road, and hopefully he'll be able to help us, or he'll kick us out, one or the other. It's gonna go down exactly one of two ways.
Time is running out, and one conversation stands between us and a major expedition goal of reaching the geographic end of North America.